David has pulled a couple of upsets here in Australia when his visits over here.
Yep.
And Frank is undefeated as a pro, so it's interesting to see what's going to happen here. Round one of a 6 by 3 minute round fight.
Yeah, this should be a good fight. As you said, David Wiremu, he's caused a couple of big upsets in Australia over Mick O'Malley and over Nick Tatoris. I've seen Frank fight on a couple of occasions, and he's got a good kit of punches. He certainly knows his way around a boxing ring. But this should be a good fight.
Yeah, it's going to be a clever little bit of a feeling out here, I think, this first round. Oh, look.
Good short hook.
Yeah, he picked the shot there, didn't he?
He did.
David did that very nice. He's a pretty experienced sort of a fighter. Pretty cluey sort of a fighter. Good boxer. Fast hands.
Yep. Cagey, yeah. Nice little sneak right there.
Yeah. Well, you can see where he can upset some of these guys because they get a look at him and say, I'll take this guy, but you're not going to take him that easy.
Yeah, well, Frank's been out of the ring for a while too. He's really trying to line David Wiremu up with that big right hand over the top, and at the moment he's sort of telegraphing it. He needs to snap it out.
Well, whenever they do that, whenever they put their hand out there and line up the right hand, if the other guy gets hit by it, something's wrong.
You're not wrong because you know it's coming, don't you? Again, trying to line him up with the big right hand, and
timing's a bit off with Frank.
Yep. Well, he hasn't had much ring experience for a long time, and really, this is a bit of a step up for Frank LoPorto.
Yes, David is a cluey sort of a guy, and he takes the best and comes back with the best, doesn't he?
And he's fight fit too, Gus. Fight fitness is the big thing. I tell you, Frank LoPorto's got some serious power in his right hand, but he's sort of sweating on it too much.
Yeah. It's nice to see a New Zealand fighter come in looking fit, isn't it?
Yes. No, he does look in good nick. Nice little shots there from David Wiremu. Proving a bit too cagey in the opening round for Frank LoPorto.
Just a little bit too cagey. And as you say, Frank has been out for a while, and you've got to get his timing going. You've got to get the feel of what's happening in there again.
Yep.
Although being in Murray Thompson's gym, he'd get plenty of good sparring there.
He would, I'm sure, Gus. But as you know yourself, mate, there's nothing. You can have all the sparring in the world, but nothing like the real, real combat.
That's right. There's gym fitness and there's boxing fitness. There's two different things.
Totally different thing.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
Very nice. And again,
yeah. Yeah, good round this round for David Wiremu. Frank LoPorto finding him a hard, cagey customer in the opening round. Finding him hard to nail cleanly. But Frank LoPorto's got some power. He's a good banger, and he's trying to get onto his cagey New Zealand opponent.
Again, he's got his head stuck in the air a bit too high too, for my liking. I'd like to see him bring the head down, bring his hands up a little bit more. Heads up, hands down. Okay, he's got it the other way around, is what it should be.
Yep, good round for the New Zealand boy, David Wiremu. He outsmarted Frank LoPorto in the opening round, Gus.
Yes, he did. He hit him with some sneaky punches.
Yep.
He landed very cleanly too. And the other thing I like about David, when he's in there close, he'll stand and look at his guy and let the other guy miss. He won't back out. He'll stay in there close.
Slips him well.
Yeah, and beautiful. That's a good way to do it.
Yep.
And Frank has to just shorten his punches up a little bit too. And that lining it up, I mean, why line him up? You see him coming for a week.
It's not going to work.
Well, David Wiremu has caused upsets before, and you never can tell. That's one interesting thing with this. And he's fit, Barry. He's fit.
He's fight fit. You can see he's fight fit. And, very cagey, moved well. Yeah, it was a big upset when he beat Nick O'Malley. It was also a huge upset when he beat
Tatoris.
Nick Tatoris, yeah. But Mick O'Malley in particular, Mick had been out quite a while, and he was actually not very well for a while after the fight with David Wiremu. But a great mate of mine, Mick O'Malley, and a great little fighter he was, former Commonwealth and Australian champion.
How is Mick now?
Yeah, no, he's 100% now. He's 100% Gus. Hell of a nice guy, Mick O'Malley. Good mate of mine.
Oh, I tell you what, he's very cagey. This David Wiremu is very cagey. Caught him with 2 punches and pushed him back, kept him on the back foot, and kept on him, which is very good.
that was, you missed that one, Gus.
Yeah.
You went to say something to me, but he caught him with a beautiful sneak right again. He's really doing some smart stuff here, David Wiremu.
And a couple of good body punches, too, that he got in there.
Yep.
Oh, right uppercut.
He's a good thinker, this lad.
Yep. Boxing is a thinking game, too, Barry.
Oh, you have to be able to think up there, Gus. If you don't, you're in the wrong caper.
Yep. He pushes him back, keeps him on the back foot. And again, those punches to the body are going to hurt. He stands in there with it, doesn't he?
Yep. Look, Frank LoPorto's just, his timing's not on there at the moment.
No.
He's being picked off big time here, isn't he?
He certainly is. He certainly is. He tried very hard on that, but it didn't do any good.
No.
He's going to have to do. The problem is, this is the second round. It's a 6-round fight. If it goes on like it's another one, then he's in a situation he's playing catch-up all the time.
He's going to have to play, yeah, for sure. He's lost the first round pretty clearly, Frank LoPorto, and the second round so far he's been outsmarted. But as I said, you can see he's got that power, Frank LoPorto, but he's sweating on that knockout punch.
Yeah.
And at the moment, he's not connecting very often.
A bit closer, but not close enough.
He should use that jab of his more, Frank LoPorto. He's got a good jab, and he's just not using it.
It all comes off the jab, too. That jab is the most important punch in boxing.
It's the most important punch. And so many fighters don't realise it, do they?
Yep, they don't realize it. Everything should come off the jab.
Yep.
Look at that lead right hand. Caught him with it, too.
Caught him about 5 or 6 times so far with the lead right. Can be a dangerous punch, but
yeah.
He's getting away with it well here, David Wiremu.
Yes, he's fast enough, and the other guy's not quite with it insofar as left hook. Body shot. He come back with a left hook.
Yep. Couple of good shots. Good shots from both boys. But
all right, come on. LaPorte's getting too anxious, trying to get on top too much. I think he's getting a little bit panic here. Really.
Yeah. He's just he's trying to set this right hand up. He's just got to relax more and let the punches come in bunches and flow rather than trying to line him up with the left hand and bomb the right hand in, because this guy's just too slippery to be nailed with that.
Well, he's got 2 rounds in the bag.
Yep, he has.
4 rounds to go. If he picks up this round, then Frank is in a position of playing catch up, and that's very hard to do with a guy like this.
Yep.
Well, it could be upset time again, although we'll only finish the second round. We still got 4 rounds to go. Anything can happen in boxing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Anything certainly can happen, but at the moment, Frank LoPorto's got the job in front of him.
Absolutely. Here we go. This is round 3 of this 6-round contest of 3 minutes each. 3 minutes per round. Barry and I both have David Wiremu ahead at this point, and Frank is not really landing his punches as he wants, and he's missing a bit too frequently. The other guy's a bit too cagey for him.
Yep, and he's too busy trying to just set his opponent up for that right hand, which is not happening.
Yeah, he's got his one-track mind on that.
Yep.
It's closer, but not there. Now, that's the 2 hands to the body David should be doing.
Look at that good work from David Wiremu, picking his opponent off. A couple of good little sneak right hand there again.
Oh, nice.
Oh, now that was a good right hand.
It was. It was a good right hand.
He didn't send a bat an eyelid though.
No. Oh, and a right uppercut that caught Frank. David Wiremu landed a right uppercut caught Frank, and a left jab. He's putting him off his balance altogether with those punches.
Tell you what, he's a smart fighter, this lad.
And when you look at him up close, he doesn't look too badly marked at all,
Yep. Very, very deceptive fighter, David Wiremu. He's really got some good moves here. Knows he's in charge.
Yep, he's landing that right hand lead quite effectively. It's a hurtful punch too.
Yep.
Left hook did a little bit of damage. Right hand came in, but not quite enough for him.
No, he just rode that off the shoulder, David Wiremu. That was good the way he rode that off his shoulder. Oh, that was a big left hook. That was a good left hook from Frank LoPorto. The spray flew off. But I'll tell you what, Wiremu seemed to take it well.
Yeah, Frank is getting his timing going. He's landing a bit more.
Yep. Yeah, he's definitely getting on target a little bit. He's had a lot more success with this round. He's got the power of the two of them. He's the bigger puncher.
Keep his hands up and his head down. Let your punches go.
Yeah, David Wiremu boxing well. As we said, a much better round for Frank LoPorto, but David Wiremu still making him miss and countering well.
That was a fairly good right hand there.
He rode it well though. And there's the big overhand, right? He's got a lot of power. I think Wiremu's a bit hurt here.
He might have hurt him again. Well, he's sneaking the round on those power punches.
Yeah, well, the end of this, certainly a big finish by Frank LoPorto. Yeah. Big finish to this round 3. Oh. Yes.
Just a fraction there, Barry. Would have been a big difference. Atlanta just another step. Well, I'll tell you what, Frankie came into it that one.
He sure did.
He got around, and his power is starting to show. And his power is the difference between these two guys. As cagey this guy is, the power is catching up. A lot of times these cagey guys, you just throw them up that titch, Barry. Yep. Just that titch. Wow, different ball game.
He certainly slowed him up the second half of that round 3. Caught him with some big shots, and a couple of times I think he was hurt there. David Wiremu.
Yeah, well, I've got it 2 rounds to David Wiremu and 1 round to Frank winning that last round on my card. Anyway, unofficially, of course, we're not the official scorers here. We only give our opinions on what we see.
Exactly. But I think that's probably the way the judges might have seen it. Although that could be because he did do the first couple of minutes. He did some good stuff, David Wiremu, but he was under the pump at the end of the round. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Going to be interesting to see what happens here in round 4, 5, and 6.
Halfway point.
Frank LoPorto showed us that he's got the power. If he does get on target, David Wiremu can be in trouble.
And Frank LoPorto, of course, is the boxer in the white trunks. David Wiremu in the blue trunks with the gold stripe. Oh, right back with that.
Yep.
Oh, good left hook. Frank landed a good left. Frank's getting a taste for it, I think.
Oh. David Wiremu's gloves touched the ground, and Frank LoPorto actually hit him as he went to sort of get to his feet there. He's lucky.
Very careful. That's discipline. You've got to be careful because you get a fighter disqualified.
You could get disqualified doing that sort of thing. Referee Jimmy Boland warns Frank LoPorto for hitting behind the head. Yeah, the pattern of the fight has certainly changed.
It's changed, yeah. And power is the thing that's done it. I remember watching Robbie Peden the other day with Nate Campbell. And someone asked me, what do I think? I said, well, so far Nate Campbell's winning with his jab. A little bit later, they said, what do you think? I said, the power. The power's going to Peden.
Yep.
And that's what's happening here.
Yep. Now, for Robbie Peden, it was a great victory to win the IBF Super Featherweight World title, the title that Lester and I held, and he did a great job. Power punching there from Free. Certainly got some power, Frank LoPorto. He's a very hard puncher. A bit like a Rocky Graziano. He's still continuing that with that right hand, starting to have some results with it now. And if he hits him clean with it, he's going to be in big trouble, Gus, isn't he?
Yes, because he is slowing him down that little bit with it. Yeah, he slows him down, and he's putting everything into it too. He's leaning into that right hand big time. David, all of a sudden, just a little bit sloppy, missing a few punches there.
Yeah, certainly a change in the fight. The first 2 rounds, it was certainly all David Wiremu, but now Frank LoPorto is getting well back into the fight.
I'd like to see him use his jab a little bit more, come off the jab. Let things happen off the jab a bit more.
And he's got a good jab too.
Right hand came through from Frank onto David's chin. Not a telling punch, but it got there. Point score. It almost looks like that was a good punch too that came through the body. I wonder if David has just maybe short of a gallop here.
Yeah, although he's doing a lot of the same moves, but it's just he slowed up just enough for LoPorto to start getting on target a bit and got his timing on, on target more.
Well, I've got this fight even, Barry.
Yep. No, you'd have to say that it was another round for Frank LoPorto.
I think looking at the New Zealand's corner, a little bit of panic, I think, there.
Yep. I think they would have been pretty happy after the first two, but he was in a bit of deep water in the third, and I tell you, I don't think he was hurt in that round, but he copped quite a few big shots. So we're going to hinge on these next two rounds.
Breathing rather rapidly, too. That kind of breathing there.
Very experienced cornerman Mike Edward there, giving him good curl instruction.
Well, 5 and 6, the last two rounds of this 6-round fight.
It's up for grabs. It's up for grabs, Gus.
It certainly is. Unofficially, I feel that it's an even score at this point in time. First 2 rounds to David, second 2 rounds to Frank, and we're going to see what happens here.
Tell you what, Frank took a risk there. You see, he walked right up and virtually he touched gloves with him, got well within punching distance. Wow, that was a cracker of a right hand to the body, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. There's bad intentions on those punches now.
Oh, yeah. Chomping right hand he's got. Frank LoPorto, he's got stacks of power in it. Shades of Rocky Graziano with that big right hand.
Yeah, the way he throws that that hammer-like motion,
Wiramu's been in with a lot of punches. I mean, he's fought a lot of good fighters.
Good jab. I think Wiramu's right eye, something's happened to it. Whether it's cut or just ballooning up, it can't. A little bit there. Come on. Oh, he snuck that right hand in, didn't he?
Yep, he's been very effective with that little snake right.
Very, very cagey, very cagey. Maybe not landing as well as he was earlier, but he's still getting some purposeful shots in there. Good uppercut,
uppercut hook, good little shot. And again, 2 good shots there. Frank's trying to get on target, he's looking for that right hand.
The other thing about punches, too, a lot of times instead of letting it happen, they go too much for the knockout.
Yeah, they're looking for it all the time.
Oh, good. They box, let the punch, let the knockout happen rather than striving too hard for it.
Round 5, and I'll tell you what, this fight's seriously up for grabs.
Yes, it is.
A minute to go in the round, called by Mike Edwards from the corner of David Wiramu. They need to grab this round.
And right now, Barry, this is not an easy round to score, mate.
No, it's a bit of a seesawing round. It really is.
Frank looks like he's running out a bit of a gas too, doesn't he?
He does. He's breathing very deeply. And as we've said, he's been out of the ring for quite a while.
Well, that could make the difference because Wiramu is a pretty cagey customer.
3 right hands thrown in a row there by Frank LoPorto. And this is the big finish to the round. We'll get this round. Frank LoPorto looking good there in the last 20 seconds or so. Corner calls 10 seconds.
Very difficult, very difficult.
Not a lot in this round, Gus. Bit of a seesawing round.
I'm going to make it even. I'm going to scrib it, mate.
Fair enough. That's fair enough, mate.
I'm going to scrib it. I'm making an even round, which then, of course, makes this last one, wow,
crucial.
Very crucial.
I mean, it's unofficial, but, like this fight could be up for grabs on the last round, really. It's very close.
Yep. Yes, I think that. And David looks just a bit unhappy, looking at him closer. He's just above us in the commentary spot. He's just on our right here. And he looks a little bit tired. I can't quite see Frank because the cornerman's right in front of him. Up with his arms up again. I can't understand that.
No,
for the life of me, Barry.
I can't either, Gus. But Frank LoPorto did look to be breathing pretty heavily in that round. He's you know, gasping for air. As we said, he hasn't had any much ring time in the last 18 months.
This is it. This is the one. This is the most anticipated round of the whole evening right now, because the boys are dead even as far as I'm concerned anyway. Unofficially, of course.
It's going to be...
Good right hand.
Going to be interesting to see.
Mouth guard came out.
I thought it did too,
Yeah.
but going to be interesting to see how the judges score this one.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit upset the way the doctor jumped up and said about that, because the referee has to wait for a action to stop before he stops the fight. He was almost pressured into stopping that in the middle of action.
Well, Gus, it's another one. I mean, back in the old days, you lost your mouth guard, it was bad luck.
Yeah.
You know, you get it back at the end of the round. I mean, what's wrong with those days? I mean, fighters, I've seen fighters, and you've seen it too, they deliberately spit their mouth guard out when they need a break, when they're in trouble.
Well, I'll tell you what, I like Frank's work a bit better in this part of the round.
Frank's the bigger puncher, but Wiramu's got... Jimmy Boland's threatened and disqualified David Wiramu for low punches. Yeah. He's warned him a couple of times. Oh, that was probably right.
Oh, yes. Frank is getting home with those punches. And when we're scoring punches for folks that are watching this, power counts more than just the jab.
Yeah. No, look, he's got the power, Frank LoPorto. It's a big round for Frank LoPorto. He's come back well in this fight after losing the early couple of rounds. He's really come back well. He's got to stay on top now. He can't afford to stop. He's got to keep it going. He's a good banger, Gus. Yeah. He really is, Frank LoPorto. He's a good fighter, man. I've always liked him when I've seen him before. The pity he hasn't been more active, but he's a good. That's it. Yeah, chopping puncher. Stay on top. Oh, mate, that right hand. David Wiramu doesn't like him. Doesn't like it at all. Good. David's caginess is going. He's evaporating a bit, I'm afraid. Oh, again, good right hand. We got a situation here where Frank LoPorto is pulling this fight out of the fire. Yep, he's really done well to come back here. He's boxing and punching very well now, Frank LoPorto. Chopping with that right hand. As we get to the end of this sixth and final round, it looks to me anyway that Frank is pulling his fight out of the fire. He's winning this round big, Frank LoPorto, and it should be enough, we think, on our unofficial score. He's done very well to come back. And what he's done, of course, his power has slowed David down a bit. Mouth guard come out again. Yeah, he's looking for petrol tickets, David. Remove. Yeah. You got to put it in. You got to put it in, mate. They won't not allow him to box without it. You've got to have his mouth guard in. But he doesn't want to keep it in. He's tired. No, he's tired. That right eye looks a bit nasty now too. That right eye of David Wiramu. Oh yes. Big finish, storming finish from Frank LoPorto. Looking very strong here in the sixth and final round. Very much so. He's won this round going away, and he's taken all the doubt out of who won this fight as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I think you're right, Gus. I think this should seal it. Yep. This round should seal the victory for him. Yes, I think even the New Zealanders have to appreciate the fact that David let that get away from him. He did. He started off very promisingly in the first two rounds, but as the fight progressed, the power of Frank LoPorto took over. Well, it's interesting to give the judge a chance to earn their money now and find the scores. This will be the first one that's gone to the scorecard. That was a well-matched fight, though, really. It was a good one. It was a good fight. Two cagey guys, pretty good guts. They had skill. They stuck with it. Fitness was not bad. In fact, fitness was probably the best thing that we've seen tonight as far as fitness is concerned. I'd like to see Frank LoPorto to get a bit more active.
Howard getting ready to bring us the scores, and the judges are being tabulated now by the Boxing Control Board officials, who will add it up. It always amazes me the time taken to get a score in a 6-round or 4-round fight. I shouldn't be saying anything because the board might jump on me, but it does amaze me. And there is a system where you take a point. You get 10 points must, and either one guy has 10 and the other guy has 9, and if it's close like this, 10-9, 10-9, it's not hard to figure out 1s and 2s and 3s, and from 6. I mean, it's not that difficult. It's not rocket science.
No, exactly, Gus. But then again,
I'm in deep trouble now.
6 rounds of boxing. We have a unanimous decision. Judge Chris Anderson, 59-56. The same card from Brian Membry, 59-56. And Edgar Williams a little closer, 58-56. All for the winner from the blue corner, the Italian stallion, Frank LoPorto.